10 Gardening Steps for Beginners.
Welcome!
Number 1. Decide what you'd like to grow in your home garden. Rule number 1, if you won't eat a crop, don't grow it in your vegetable garden. Focus on the fruits, vegetables or herbs that your family enjoys the most. If possible, talk to successful gardeners in your area to find out which crops grow well and which will not grow in your garden. Number 2, choose a location to start your garden. When you're starting a garden from scratch, it's the perfect time to pick out the best possible location. Most fruits and vegetables need full sun, with a minimum of 5 hours of direct sunlight per day for fruiting. Some greens, herbs and root veggies will grow better in partial shade. Southern gardens may benefit from late afternoon shade, whereas northern gardens likely need all the sun they can get. Think about how you will access the garden for picking, watering and caring for your plants. Number 3, plan your garden beds. Once you know where you want your garden, decide on the type and size of garden beds. Raised beds are attractive and may make it easier to work in your garden, but they also dry out more quickly. In very dry areas, sunken beds can be used to gather available moisture. Think about planting your garden in blocks or beds of plants instead of single rows. Beds should be 3 to 4 feet across, narrow enough that you can reach the center from either side. Beds should be roughly 10 feet long or less, so you're not tempted to step into the bed and compact the ground. Start small, and make sure to give each plant enough room to grow. A small, well-tended garden can produce as much or more than a large, poorly tended garden. Most raised bed kits are rectangular, but you can also plant your garden in found items like old livestock water tanks or sections of drain pipe. Vertical gardening is another option that can best fit your gardening environment. If you grow vertically, you can squeeze more crops into less space. Here are a few gardening tool examples that you may need. Consult a local farmer or gardening store for gardening advice. Gardening hoes come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Gardening hoes are used to cultivate the soil in the garden and to eradicate weeds. Gardening gloves, hand towels, a shovel and a spade are common gardening tools. Don't buy cheap plastic tools if you can avoid it. You will spend more money on frequently replacing the cheap tools. Number 5, test your soil. Before you start building your garden beds or planting, you need to know something about your garden soil. Check with a gardening specialist. There are several different types of soil tests. Number 6, build your soil. If you're starting with sod, you'll either need to cut it up in chunks and repurpose it, till it in, or lay down wet newspaper or cardboard to smother it and build a bed on top. Most plants prefer deep, well-drained, fertile soil rich in organic matter. Plant roots need good garden soil to produce good vegetables and fruit. Once you start a garden, you'll gain a new appreciation for healthy soil as it improves year after year. Number 7, choose the right seeds or transplants. To learn which plants grow best directly seeded in the garden and which plants are better as transplants, visit the seed starting calendar. If you want to grow specific varieties, especially heirloom varieties, you'll probably need to grow your own transplants from seed. Starting your own transplants is a great way to save money, too. Number 8, plant with care. Most seed packets and transplant containers come with basic planting instructions. Once you've done the groundwork, literally, you just need to jump in and plant. Number 9, nurture your garden. Number 10, enjoy your harvest. There are dozens of different ways to do just about everything, but you won't know what works best for you in your garden until you try.